And welcome to Tattoo Twin Tarot. We did the elemental signs yesterday and we did a collective. So today I'm back because today I'm going to focus in on divine masculine and the divine feminine and how the energies are working between the two, and just see what's out there and maybe give us a bit of insight to our own actions, our own feelings, our own thoughts, and also to if you're here for a divine masculine the same way. Although what you have to understand is sometimes divine masculine, divine feminine can be both related to oneself because we are born of both. We have both energies within us. Sometimes we lead in life in our feminine energy. Sometimes we lead in our masculine. Both have issues. Both have plus and negative aspects that impact our lives. So a lot of readings where people see union that isn't always within a two-person connection. It can most likely 90% of the time be connected to oneself. That doesn't mean that the divine masculine or divine feminine, whoever you're connected to, doesn't come in. And when they do and then they leave again, then that's usually part of the healing process because there's still more things that need to be healed before you're totally aligned. 90% of these readings, usually for me, in my own personal opinion, high and Nisi, are related to the inner workings of oneself and how we can bring the two together, how we can bring our feminine side back in, and how we can use the masculine side of ourselves to take action. Both are very much needed for us to be a whole human being. We do not find our wholeness within somebody else. We find it our wholeness within ourselves. Good afternoon there, lefty lefty. So today's reading is focusing on those two energies. So taking what I've just said in mind, this is or could be related to just you oneself or you and another person. Take it how it resonates, and we will go in from there. We're going to start as we always do with the oracle cards, and then I will get two sections of both feminine and masculine energy and the connection or how it relates to two, or how it can be brought back together in the middle, whether that's within a connection or just within yourself. Like I say, take it as it resonates. Okay, let's see. Let's start this. Let's see. Okay. I hope everybody is well. Going the distance, that is pulled out first, and then one for the masculine energy. Community. Okay. Straight away, I'm seeing the divine feminine here, almost wanting to complete something. The leg up is bottom energy. So there's help from the universe here. There's help from an outside source. Going the distance. The divine feminine is kind of getting to the point now where they just want to get to that end goal, whatever that may be. Whether that's overcoming some kind of barrier, some kind of energy that is creating a block. There could be something, or just getting to the end of this cycle, let's get through something. There is definitely an energy for the divine feminines out here, or the divine feminine part of your body and your energy and your soul, that is wanting to get to the distance. You've got the staying power. You've realized, I've come over the worst of it. I know I can get to the end. I know no matter where I get to, I'm going to get to that end goal, and it's going to pay me good dividend. With divine masculine energy, it's a number 8. So it's as above, so below. And it's community. So they could be reaching out, finally accepting that there's something more that's going on within. Or ready to take action to help others, which is the action part in a masculine's energy, and divine feminine saying, I'm here, I'm going, and I'm just going to do what I've got to do to get to the end. And I'm not allowing anything or anybody, my own emotions being my own versions of codependency, depending on what level of codependency that you still may be facing, or whatever that is. I'm getting to the end. So we've got a starting base. Let's see what the feelings are underneath. Good afternoon there, Melissa. Thank you for your kind words and your sharing your likes. Okay, so let's see feelings. What is the feeling underneath with the Melly Mermaid cards? What is the feeling of this underneath? For the Divine Feminine, letting go. So the feminine is finally letting go of anything that held her back in the past that is going to help her get to the very end goal. Hiya there, Jack Wolf. Welcome in. Long time no see, my put my teeth in, my darling. Okay, so Divine Masculine, the energy of either needing to reach out to somebody or realizing that they need help from somebody else. So that could be visualizing help from somebody else in a more 3D way now and speaking on it. So they could be emotionally up and reaching out or knowing that they need to reach out to get something going. They need some kind of help. They're coming out of the cave. They are coming out of the cave and they know that they need to connect. Look how there's a connection here. And it's quite an emotional connection. So somebody might be connecting, some masculine part of them themselves might be now knowing that they need to emotionally connect to something. And or to themselves or to another person. Okay, so let's see what the emotions are around this. What's the emotions for Divine Masculine with the Community card? What is the energy? Gratitude. Bottom of the deck is trust. Okay, so Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is finally maybe looking and feeling very much in this gracious energy. Thank you, Jack. This gracious energy of finally understanding it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to reach out. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to go beyond his mind restraint, because a lot of men don't know how to visually see what they've got going on and then mentally and then emotionally process it to ask others for help. For generations and generations, the masculine side of anybody in their, if they're in high masculinity, their fear is asking for help. So now I think they are kind of seeing that there are people around them who they can be grateful. Hiya, Bella. I've missed you all too. They're finally grateful that they can finally look out and see, no matter when I come out of my dark shell, when I come out of my cave, you're always there. This energy of somebody is ready, and they're finally reaching that point of, I feel gratitude for these people, whoever they may be in their circle. Okay, so let's get into the tarot we're going to use. The traditional tarot, the one I started with, my favorite one. So let's see, Divine Feminine. What is the energy of this going the distance? What are they letting go of? What are they dropping to the wayside, knowing that this was an obstacle that stopped them getting to the end? They're letting go. They're finding they can see the end point and they're making this big, massive, drastic leap. What are they letting go of that allows them to jump forward and finally reach their end goal? Hi there, and Lizzie. Same to you too, my darling. 5 wands. They're letting go of the battle. They're no longer willing to fight. They know and they understand that if something's meant for them, it comes in graciously and it comes in without a battle. It comes in naturally and it comes out with such a force that the universe pushes it forward. It's nothing that they need to do. If you're fighting for something, it isn't for you. They have given up and letting go of the battle. Well done, feminines. What is meant for you, you will never have to fight for. So let's see, where is this going to go here? Okay, then we have the 10 of Wands. Why? Because we have learned our lessons. We are letting the burdens go. We are letting the story that we once told about ourselves and the connection with whoever we've been in connection with, our generational past, all of those old cycles, we're letting it go. We're done with the battles. We are letting go of the burden. We've learned our lesson. And we're saying, it's okay, because I understand I am the person who is stopping me getting to the ending of this section of my healing or to the next goal that I'm trying to reach, because I have had too many internal battles, external battles. And I have learned so damn much, and I've carried these burdens for so long. And this last moon cycle showed us something about letting something go. Just in time, ready for the eclipse season. Okay. Bottom of the deck I just seen, Page of Wands, which could have been a message delivered by the universe, or you picked up on something that the universe was trying to tell you about how or who you are. The Queen... Nine of Pentacles, sorry, not the Queen, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles speaks about somebody who's so happy and content with who they are. Hello there, Rosie. They are so happy flourishing in their own garden. They're not worried about what anybody else has got going on in their garden. They are happily content and very in their own power. This person, or now you almost feel as though you're happy and content. So the divine feminine, because she's let go of the battles, because she has finally understood the lessons and has let go of the burdens of whatever she was, the guilt, the promise of who she thought she was going to be, the restraints of you know, you're the black sheep of the family. I let my children down by being with a narcissist. I let myself down by turning to addictions. Whatever it is, whatever the burdens are that this divine feminine or the divine feminines have been carrying, they have finally let them go, which has led them to this element of peace. And it's a very grounding energy, and it's flourishing, and it looks beautiful, and it's very transformative. And there's this beautiful cage that's behind her, almost like a podium that she's walked through, that's kind of really glowing behind her. She's wearing this beautiful gown of blue and gold, and it's royal, and she feels very much royal. Yes. And this is what we now have to leave behind. By crying about a situation, you're allowing it to feel. You are giving you're giving yourself the right to feel it, and then we let it go. This is exactly what we're doing. We know we have to let go of those battles, those burdens, those guilt traumas that we've held on for so long, because now is the time. We know we want to get to the end now, when nothing is going to stop us. I've just got that song in my head. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world will have another, we'll still find each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Oh my goodness. So you are adamant you are going to get to that point. I'm getting chills. This is so brilliant for the energy. Kabuki, exactly. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles and the World. The World fell out underneath the Five of Wands. You finally realise there's more to the situation and yourself than going on, and you're putting yourself first. Your intuition has completely kicked back in. We had to have that release, letting the guilt go, letting the burdens go, letting the woes of whatever it is. Today is the day we let it go, because we are durable, we are malleable, we know we are resistant, we are warriors, and we're born along traits and within things that held us back for so long. And when so much things, you can either die and drown in the energy of it, or you can accept it and say, if I've gone through so much, how by hell will I not let anybody else take me down, or any other situation? You finally understood the reason why maybe that you're going through these things, or letting go of the reason why did it have to happen to me, because now we're understanding that we are reaching another level, and we want to get to that other level. That other level is more victorious to us now than where we have been. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles came out in reverse. So there's no more looking at something. You might not be looking at the hard work. You might not be realizing how much hard work you've actually put in, how many nights and how much energy that you have actually put into working, which is the center of the read in this one, and that comes under the 10 of Wands. By not realizing, it's going to be a bit harder to let go of the burdens. Understand that you really have put so much effort into this, and now we can go forward. Exactly. We are going to safe land. Okay, next card, we have the Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. As soon as you let go of those burdens with a full moon that is now still in effect, this is going to happen. The energy of the Knight of Swords is going to come crashing in and with full velocity. The Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving knights of the deck. It also comes with clarity, with truth, with kind of headstrong energy, and I think we are heading very strongly into, I just want this. I want this peaceful garden. I want this tranquility. It's not about anybody else anymore. I've give up on the hopes and dreams. I don't want no fallacy. I don't want no fantasy. I understand who I am and I just want to go and get that. That is what I'm going for, and I'm going to go the distance. I am going to get to my ending because I finally let go of everything that I ever held that held me back. Now you understand, and it wasn't anybody else that held you back. It was you, your emotions, your guilt, your trauma. How you seen the world, how you seen things. Your mind is one of the most powerful things that you can ever possess. And because now you have full control over it, you are taking that flight and you are taking the leap. Here we go. 9 of Wands, bottom of the deck. Underneath, that means you've learnt your lesson. So you have finally learnt the lessons. You're not going to bow down to anything other than yourself anymore. And you've got the wand of passion in your hand that's going to take you forward. Bottom of the deck sometimes speaks when it needs to. Okay, final row for the Divine Feminine. Underneath, the 5 of Wands and the World. So you're giving up the battle because why? You're heading forward into what you know is going to be your happy place. You, whether that's with or without anybody, it isn't about anybody else. This is about you. You want that content home. You want to feel emotionally full within who you are, single and all. You've got the Pentacles. You have the Cups. You have the energy to be able to make yourself happy. You understand that you are independent, even though you want to be interdependent. The independent phase of women nowadays has been taken to the extreme, to the point where they can push away energy. You're finally in your feminine energy where you're learning what interdependent is. So yes, you can handle shit on your own, but if a man walked in, then you're going to be able to release that and say, no, that is a toxic way. I am allowing something to come in, regardless of what it is, whether that's work, whether that's financial help or stability, whether that's love. But I have a deep yearning internal love that's going to help me feel as though I am a 10 all by myself. I do not need another person to make me whole. I'm making myself whole. And now I see exactly who I always were. And it was only because of the mind fuckery that has been going on that you've held yourself back. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is here underneath the 10 of Wands. Your spiritual guiders, your spiritual teachers, your spiritual confidants, your soulmates, your soul connection, the people you connect with, the people who you get information from, your tribe, exactly, whoever they may be. Your spiritual connectors have all now come together, and within this collective, by being there for somebody else, you don't understand how much you lift yourself up. So by actually being something, being in your mission, whether you realize it's even in mission or not, by giving this kind of love and energy to everybody. Hi there, Debbie. We are now in the energy of, I have reached my spiritual pinnacle. So is this where we're going the distance? I'm going to go the distance. I'm really going to put myself full force into my own, good morning, good afternoon, Crystal Mama, into being my best spiritual true self. And I am going to come out kicking and screaming. I am going to show the world exactly who I am. The spiritual side of me is far greater than I ever realized. Okay, so let's see what's under the 9 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords for the Divine Feminine. What is the card? The 2 of Swords. I think in the past, I don't think there's a lot of Divine Feminines who can see exactly how beautifully spiritually open and that light that they shine. And I think the swords of truth here are crossing over because there's some kind of barrier that's stopping you shine that light very, very bright. And this is something that you are not seeing. Why are you not seeing? Let's get forward to clarify. Why are you not seeing this? Okay, so we have because there's still a little bit more healing to go, and that is why we have to let go. So as soon as the letting go of the battles and the 10 of Wands and dropping those burdens happens, then you will be able to see. But as it stands right now, if you haven't dropped all those guilts and those burdens, and really seen how beautifully life can be just as you are, then this is how you are going to, this is kind of like an obstacle. So what do we need to get through? You are ready to build something that is going to be quite substantial. But before you do, you need to start looking at things from a different perspective. You have got to stop being so closed off to the spiritual gifts that are being shown to you, that the spiritual world, your peers, your followers, the people who are always around you are trying to show you right now. Because you are in a healing format. You're finally going to be able to heal, to open up, to help other people heal. If you was to see in the other perspective, do you realize how far you've come? That will help other people who haven't got that far on their journey. Your light is going to inspire people who are so far in darkness, who never thought they would look upon you. This is the kind of energy. This is the energy of, okay, I'm getting shivers. Your haters will become your fans. They become so obsessed with you, they actually start to like you. So if you have people who have been very against you, this is going to push them to come even closer to you. They're going to want to feed off your energy, and you cannot see it. You cannot see how beautiful and how bright your light is going to shine, and how well, just by letting go of the battles, the guilt, the burdens that you have created in your own mind, is going to be seen. And just at the moment that you do you know what comes in? A whole new opportunity to start something so grounded, so passionate, and so beautiful. You are ready to really excel, and all you have to do is get to the end. What is the end? The end is see how beautiful you are. See your light, your journey, your story is going to inspire. Shine your light so bright it blinds people. You are turning people who didn't like you into your fans. So the haters have become likers. This could be an energy where people from your past who you might have had arguments with, or not even arguments, just kind of dropped away, and all of a sudden they blocked you, or they took you off Facebook, or whatever the fuck it is, that they stopped saying hello at you when they went to the supermarket or the shops, or whatever it is. They're going to start seeing and feeling that light so intensely, because what you don't understand is you are beaming with a light. You are beaming with everybody. And it shows, and it's going to show in such a maleficent way. It is going to come out like almost like a ball of fire out of the air, and people are going to see you and they're going to go, wow. And they're going to be like, what is different about her? It's the energy that you're holding. People say you're glowing. Oh my God, look how this looks. You know, you're going to start attracting people on very almost superficial ways. So it might just be, she's glowing. Look how beautiful she is. Oh, I want to be her friend. Oh, let's go on a night out. You're going to start attracting people. And these are the people that probably are attracted to you for your light, because they are finally starting to see it. If only you will. The second you see it, this is when you realize, I've got to the end goal. And the end goal here for the community, for the whole collective, was to shine our lights. Well done, collective. Well done, feminines. You have reached the point of where we all needed to be, to shine that light so bright in the moment of chaos and conflict and all this bullshit that's going on. You still are a beacon of light, of passion, of energy. And we now learned how to really protect ourselves. So even if somebody comes in and says, oh, well, you're a bit like, egotistical. Okay, if that's what you think, fine. You're too worried about how your ego makes other people see you, and you're very much worried about their opinions. I am not, my dear. I will come out and I will be vivacious. I will be bold. I will do all the things that I have to do, or that I feel I want to do. And this can also, like I said, this is turning your haters into your fans. You're going to start seeing it. You're going to start seeing it. Okay. So, well done, feminines. Now let's see what's going on for the masculine. Because just at the point where you're ready to really, really pull it in, this is what attracts the other energy of the masculine to take the action. By doing what is best for yourself is more important than what anybody else can do for you. And now the masculine is seeing that. How do we know that? Because finally he's in gratitude for what he's been through, where he is. The people that are still connected or will still bother even to talk to him. Doesn't matter how much they have done. Some people are so much in that light energy that it doesn't matter what you do. We understand that it's about you. You are treating me this way because this is how you feel about yourself. That is a true divine feminine. Yes, we know how to protect ourselves by not letting you in, but we're never going to cast you aside because everybody goes through ifs and troughs. And with some people go through ifs, some people go through troughs. So, divine masculine, they are now coming out of the dark hole. They're coming out of this hole and they want some kind of human connection. They want that intimacy that they've craved, that they've missed, that they didn't even realize they were craving. Because now they understand they have to connect to their emotional side. And they are reaching out. They're reaching out and they want that emotional touch. They want that emotional connection. And they're going to be very much in this gratitude energy for anybody who's there that is going to give them that helping hand, that is going to give them that emotional support, that emotional connection, the very thing that they didn't think they needed, because that is the very thing that all these years that they have run from, because the masculine is the runner and they get fearful of the emotions that was penned up inside of them. And when it comes in, they run. Now they're coming out of that darkness. They're coming out of the cave. They are, okay, can we get rid of the sex bot there, Debbie? You waited for me to say it. Sex bot, fuck off, sex bot. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Okay, you always know you're hitting the target when the sex bots turn up, don't you? Oh, yes, we do. So let's see. Let's get into the divine masculine. Let's get a whole new deck of cards and we will read into the energy of whatever else is going on around this, opening up to their emotional side. The second you focus on just purely yourself and shining your light for everybody and anybody, and it's not fixated upon the masculine energy, is the moment the energy pulls that masculine out of the cave and they go, oh, you're not there. You're not there. Where are you? Where are you, Dorothy? Where are you, Dorothy? I clicked my red heels and I fucked off to Narnia. 2 different movies, but the same fucking concept. Okay, so let's see. Let's see here, divine masculine. Let's see. Okay, we have most of these are, let me just double check. I'm just going to go through the deck a second because I've just seen a whole load of reversals, or have I just picked half of the deck up and decided to start shaking them? And they was already in reverse, or is it just the one? Okay, so it was just the one card that was in reverse. Let me just double check before we go in. So let's see what this emotional need. So as above, so below. The energies are connecting between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, because now he wants to come out of his shell. Hiya, Perna. I think I've said your name right. If I haven't, I apologise. Hi. Oh, yeah. Pern. Yeah, there we go. I probably said it wrong, even though I'm reading it. Never mind. Doesn't really matter. I hope you don't take offence. And as long as you don't, great. Okay, so let's see. Divine masculine. Hello there. Right, divine masculine. What is this connection of gratitude that you're finally coming out of this dark place from? The dark night of the soul, that dark hole that you've buried yourself into. The Queen of Wands, transformative energy. There is some kind that the divine masculine has transformed. Confident. There's a transformation because the Queen of Wands, when she gets on that throne, she gets to the point where she has transformed so much and she's sitting, waiting to be... Look how she's so relaxed. Look how this Queen of Wands is sitting in their power and is now ready to accept whatever it is that comes in. They're not going nowhere. They're very leaned in. They're very relaxed. They're very comfortable. So something has happened to the divine masculine that makes them feel as though they can now be very confident, because the Queen of Wands is confident. She is the epitome of confidence. So Let's see. The confidence in them to come out to speak to somebody who they know is going to open them up or welcome them in. Or do they know that? Let's see. Let's see. Because of the confusion energy that's around, they might not know it. But when they do come in and you do give them that open gratitude, they're going to be they're going to be grateful to the energy of you reaching out to them or accepting the hand that they reach out. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. It took them a hell of a long time. It took a long, long, long time for this divine masculine to finally come out of his cave, come out of his shell, come out of his emotional cocoon. But that's because it took so long for the divine feminine to break free of the restraints that she has to be the fixer. Bottom of the deck, I've just seen it. Got to take it. Two of Cups. The soulmate connection. So when this divine masculine needs to reach out to the divine feminine, he's going to be so much in his gratitude because it's coming to her. Divine masculine is going to reach out and need that emotional support, and is going to be so grateful of the energy because now he has understood how confident I am in my own right, and it took me a hell of a long time to get there, but nothing's going to stop me. And in this world we'll have another. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Same song for the both energies. Here we go. There's that energy of nothing is going to stop us. Nothing's stopping the feminine going to her place, and nothing's gonna stop the masculine coming out of his place. See how it works? The mirroring. Fabulous. Okay. Oh, here we go. We have the Seven of Pentacles. They could be there because it's took so long. The contemplation energy is here. Contemplation. They're sitting back looking at these Seven of Pentacles and thinking, why did it take me so long? Why did it take so long? How did I get to this point? This could be the moment where we've let go of the burdens and they're finally understanding the burdens that they created. So there's a lot of introspection going on here, and especially because we're going to go into Scorpio season and with all the energies of fogginess, they might be they are connecting to their emotional side. This is telling me 100% divine masculine is finally understanding where he went wrong, looking at his own actions. And it's took him a long time not to have anybody else in the picture of blame. There is no blame for nobody. And he's emotionally connecting to his emotional self. Right. And here we go. The Four of Wands. In the divine masculine and air feminine energy, we all know that this means a union. We all know this means stability. The place that they feel so secure and at home. This is where they're going. This is why they want to come in. This is why they want to do this right now. Come on out, please shut the door. And this is why they want to come in right now. Come on out, please, and shut the door. Thank you. So they are reaching that point. They are reaching that point. But this could also, like I said, be your internal masculine and feminine. You're understanding it's okay to lock that masculine away within you. This is about you and nobody else. You're understanding I don't have to be the one who controls everything. I don't have to play the two roles anymore. It's okay that I'm feminine and I'm single and I'm doing it and I don't understand everything. And it's okay that I'm free to come out and emotionally connect to my feminine side. Whichever way you want to resonate to this. The masculine energy is always going to be within us, whether that's internal or an external energy. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Why did it take them so long? Because the Knight of Pentacles is the reason why it took so long. No, why has it took so long? That's the question that the Knight of Pentacles is asking. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Because somebody was holding on to something. Somebody sat outside of a home here. Out of a church, out of the spiritual world, out of something that is a very, very important building. Something very important went on in this divine masculine's life or part of your own life. That meant that because you was left out, You've held on to that pain, or they have held on to that pain. Divine masculine part of the energy has held on to something that took a hell of a long time to let go. Right, let's see. Under the Seven of Pentacles, looking back under contemplation, realizing that they are the reason why this has happened. They are the reason. They're taking accountability. Page of Cups. And they're feeling very immature or don't know how to come forward or speak something. There's going to be an energy that the Divine Masculine is going to want to reach out on an emotional level. And because they've never really touched this part of themselves before, it's going to maybe even seem a bit immature on how they handle it. They may even be so engulfed in their emotions, like, look, the sea is engulfing this person while they're coming forward. This could be just every emotion that you could possibly ever imagine is whirling around them, but they're still pushing through the tide. The tides have changed. The tides have changed. Yes, collective, the Divine Masculine part of yourself or in another person, the tides have changed for you finally to realize I don't have to hold it all in anymore. 111, there's our confirmation. Okay, final row for the masculine. And that is the truth. The truth is the Ace of Swords, and then we had the Hangman. Why is the truth here now? What is the truth all about? The truth is that for so long they did have this emotional side inside of them or inside of you, and you just didn't know how to express it. The truth is that the truth will set you free. By speaking and acknowledging this is going to set you free. This is where the change of mindset comes in. The change of mindset. There's a change in the wind. There's a change in the tides. There's a change in roles. Wherever they were, you are. Wherever you were, they are. There is that magnetic roll around. It's all been switched up, twitched up. Okay, final card. The Four of Swords. Hail Mary. Let's get it going. So they understand they have things that they have to heal. They understand there are connections with people, that apologies and emotions is going to be the only way that they can heal themselves and the connections that they're trying to get to. The union within themselves or the union within yourself, you understand it takes healing, and that is a complete mirror image of what is going on with the feminine on the other side. Let's go in on the underneath side. So we'll take 4 from the bottom like we did with the feminine. What is the energy of the 4 underneath for the masculine? And what is kind of what they don't see is why this has all happened. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups. Because they are now bored and contemplation. They realize that there are ships that have come in that they have let set sail. They have had somebody offering them this Ace of Cups the whole time, and they were so party driven, this 3 of Cups energy, third party energy, whatever it was. They realized that they, in the past, by looking back, that they focused so much on these 3 of Cups, the one cup that has been so stable and sitting there waiting to share this emotional cup with them the whole time. They didn't see it. Not only did they not see it, they could have seen you as somebody who was very loving and very open. That mothering, nurturing energy, but that could have been your problem. Maybe you over-mothered this person. You maybe done too much for this person, and they did not appreciate it because it's almost like, well, I expect it. But justice is here. The horn of justice is played, and justice is going to prevail. And they're finally seeing the gratitude in you standing by them or always taking their calls no matter what they do. Or this is the gratitude for yourself. You're giving yourself the justice and saying, I can let this go because I'm ready to go the distance. However this relates. Finally, we have the 3 of Swords. They understand the feminine and the masculine energy finally understands that the reason things went wrong over mother or smother it. Yep, that is exactly where it starts. That is where it starts. They understand that they were looking for a mother replacement. But you could never stand up to the mother's love. But then you're not meant to. You're not here to love them. You're not here to love them the way a mother does. You've got your own children to love that way. They are here to be partners. And they kept you in third-party energies. And the mother could have been the third-party energy. All this time, it could have been that their mum was the reason why they never was able to move forward. She allowed it. She enabled it. If it wasn't that they was looking for a mother in you, and when they look for a mother in you, they want a lover in somebody else, which could have been the Three of Cups that I was looking at elsewhere. And I think they finally realised, I missed so much. I lost so much because I was so focused upon what was going on elsewhere, because I just always thought that person was going to be there. And they finally realised that is not how it's going to be. So they are having a realisation on a very emotional level and seeing where the toxic ways that they have been walking, that have led this over and over again. And now they feel as though they've really lost that internal self. And the feminine is like, I'm done with the burdens. I'm done completely. I really understand who I am now. And because of my generational growth and my understanding that I probably was left out as a child, whether it was by a mother or by a father, or put so much on, and I had to be a lot more grown in my energy than I ever was, that, or I should have been as a child. You wanted to overlove somebody, and when you overlove somebody, you become that motherling love. And they might have been attracted to that in the beginning because maybe they were loved by a smothering mother who enabled all sorts of things. Or maybe that's what they were looking for. Decades, exactly. Yes, it can. It can take almost, some people will die never being able to let this go, which is why the circle of the community is so important, because awareness allows you to see it and allows you to be freed from those burdens and those expectations, and you can let it all go. So if you do not want to see, if you are resonating with this and you see that this is only about you and it's not about somebody else, because your twin flame or whatever it is, your divine masculine, is only part of yourself, then you can click off now, because the part that I'm going to go to now is if this is in relation to another person, or how they're finally going to view you, or how the connection between the two of you has changed because of the change that's happened within the two, then stay tuned, because now we're going to go into the connection between the two energies of the divine masculine, divine feminine. You could always want to stay, because then you might think, well, you know, now who am I going to be now? Now that I've finally managed to pair these two and become aligned with my full self from my masculine and my feminine side, who am I going to become? Take it as it resonates. So let's see what deck. Oh, we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with this one. Okay, so let's see what the energies are between the two connections here, between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And we will start off at the top where it is, then where it's going to, and where the expectation or the intention is, where it will end, because of the ending that is on each side of the reading. Okay, so let's see. Divine, feminine, masculine, combined energy. So let's see the combined energy. What is the combined energy? We have a Turner. Are you ready? The Empress. The highest, most notable change has happened, because now we are fully embracing all of the aspects of who we are. All parts of ourselves, our emotions, our mind, our passion, our groundedness is so healed. This is all the queens rolled into one. Both energies, both sides are seeing this. Okay, so let's see. This is going to give a certain element of peace, of this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been craving. This is my wish fulfillment. For so long, you've been pouring your energy into a downward stream that was going nowhere. And the wish fulfillment card is here for you. And especially with this transformative energy that's going on right now, and it clears off in January, that also could be sort of like an energy related to the Aquarius. So whether it's an Aquarius that you're with, or whether this is just going to be really, you're going to get to the end. You're going to go the distance and get there by the February time when all the energies have calmed down. Let's see, let's go on. The energies between the two. There's that wish fulfillment and understanding that there's been so much change that's happened. The Knight of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So there's going to be that passion of ready to receive, ready to give, ready to move forward and offer that cup of love. And with the Ace of Wands, it's going to be with a new energy of passion. There's going to be a new energy of passion. This could be they find you very, very attractive. And there could be a lot of old sexual energy, because when emotions are really in play, feminine people open up. And a masculine will feel that for the first time, because he has always been driven by his own ego, his own wants and his own needs. So if he's coming in on an emotional level, he's going to finally connect to somebody or yourself. He wants to connect with his feminine, and he wants to express that love rather than it being a deed of it's for me and it's for my self-gratification. This kind of confirms that there's going to be that, what am I doing? The Hierophant came out. There is going to be that spiritual connection. This is where the solar plexus all get involved. We've got that sacral energy. That sacral energy, there's almost like, I want that sexual healing. That's what I'm healing. They want sexual healing with their feminine. They are feeling very, very warm and sexualized towards you. And this all comes back down to the fact that they are emotionally connecting with themselves right now. And the only person they ever really felt emotionally connected to was you. So that is going to be the very first thing that comes in. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords isn't somebody who's going to be rattled overly by emotion. Bottom of the deck, Death. The death and the rebirth. So the Queen of Swords speaks about clarity, truth, sitting on that throne and not being thrown off. There's an energy of truth that is going to come out between the two, between the energy of the divine masculine and divine feminine. So let's see, because I've seen the bottom, I'm going to pull 4 from the bottom for the connection of the two. We have the Death, we have the World, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Wands. Underneath, this is a choice that both of you are going to have to invest in. You are going to both understand the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's done a massive amount of healing, and she's very much content in her own world. And then we have the World. There has been a cycle that is ending and for a new one to be completely began. Then we have the Death. Why? Because something has ended. So with a Death card, there was an ending. The World card comes in, and then when the World card comes in, that's the new generation, that's the new beginning. There's a whole new cycle. We have to get to the end of this game before we can start the next game. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, because the healing work has bin done. The universe is saying that and all you have to do is make that choice. Make the choice. Choose the path that you want to go on with the Two of Wands. You have done most of the work here. All you have to do is keep pushing forward in your own divine energy, and that way you're honoring both feminine and masculine within you and within the connection. I will pull 1 or 2 cards from the Twin Flame deck that we have here, and then we will call it a day. Okay, this is one of the longest readings I've done for a while, but it was very good. Very good energy. Very good energy. Been seeing 118 a lot. When I think of that, I think of the advert with the guy with the big afro and he's on the bike. 118, unless you're in England, you may not understand that joke. Quite funny. Okay. Divine masculine, divine feminine, speak to me through the Twin Flame cards. Okay. The lessons. Both sides have seen the lessons and seen the light within the lessons. 2 more to finish the reading off, please. 2 more to finish the reading off, please. And we have the 2. Okay. Settling and free will. There could have been an energy of a lot of settling. Sorry, it's gone a bit dark in here now. Settling. But you have the free will. Free will is the only thing that's going to change the course of intuition of what the universe wants. We all have free will. And whether you want this or not. And you have the free will to say to this person, I'm done. I've done this. I've done the healing by myself, and I don't want this connection back, and that's perfectly okay. You have the free will to settle in the lifetime that you're in. If you're so happy and abundant being the 9 of Pentacles and you just think, I don't want this no more, I'm not going around again, just in case, you have that. But understand, the first card that came out is lessons. The lessons have been learnt. Well, on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. And I shall be back tomorrow. Good evening.